Hey folks. Let me get my face up here. Joink. There I am. And let me go ping the Discord, and then we'll wait a couple minutes and we'll start like normal. Hello, weird video gamer. Hey, William. Usually everything you do in Scratch is made from Scratch. Yeah. Is Scratch like still popular? Scratch. Is this it? Oh, I didn't know it was an MIT thing. What do people make with Scratch? Minecraft? Good grief. Help. That's crazy. There's a Linux emulator in Scratch. It's not even that slow. Good grief. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I wonder if anybody's made a programming language in Scratch. What is Scratch? What's Scratch written in? Like what's the stack behind Scratch? Is it open source? That's crazy about Scratch. That's so cool, honestly. All right, anyway, we are here to work on Lovely, not Scratch. So yesterday we got it to a pretty cool working place, right? If I remember correctly. And it's just a matter of continuing on and yeah, making it work more. Is there any of this I'm using anymore at this point? Not really. It's register stuff that I'm not using anymore. Yada yada yada. Oh, some of this like mul stuff I might want. Although I might just rewrite all that. Yeah, I think I don't need any of this anymore. Delete that. Alright, and then we'll be over here. Cool. Okay, so what was the last thing we were, let me just got a new terminal over here going. What was the last thing? Is humbleOS a Linux-based OS or a custom kernel? It's a custom kernel. Well, it's not really anything yet, but it's going to be a custom kernel. What was the last thing we were working with? This, right? And it was working, if I recall correctly. Looks like it's compiling. I merged something from. Looks like I already got it. Okay. So now we have comments in our, yeah, that's pretty cool actually. There's comments now because of some person's PR, which is nice. Where is it being decided where we get comments? Just whenever there's a destruction, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Here. Yeah. And every time there's destruction. Okay. Cool. Because these things have like a to string. Hey, Jappy again. We didn't double it. It's a lot clearer now. I like it. Okay. This is great. What would be a good next task to get working here? Oh, you know, I was thinking I really was wanting a tree sitter grammar. That's probably not the priority right now. I don't know. I could be convinced that it is a priority. Actually, would you guys be mad? Have you tried the local function thing yet? Is that like the idea of like making a function in here? Like, what would this do? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, by the way, do you guys want my keystrokes? Pull these up here. That did something. It made a fun one that just returns 4. And it doesn't stores it in the stack. Wait, so what's the matter here? Every function exits with its return value. Oh. Yeah, that is bad. That is dumb. Okay, so this should actually just return, right? This should like push. I mean not push. Move rex 4, right? And then ret. Instead of this. Yeah, x is 4, that's not good. This should be a return 4. Wonder where that happened. Yeah, let's just fix that, I guess. At this point, it's just like use the language until something doesn't work as expected and then fix it. It's kind of my philosophy. But yeah, I guess at what point is this happening? Because tag. What's in here? Who's main? Here's a check for main. Oh, doesn't this seem right? Oh, sorry, Weird Video Gamer, I missed your question there. There's no packages yet, but we will work on that. All right, I got to take this phone call. I'll be right back in 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So this is the check for main, right? This will say that, and this will say that. Main, main. We're getting main, main. So they're both coming out as main, which is interesting. So something about this is main thing. Where is this coming from? Fix in Discord. Ooh, check it out. Good grief, that's really hard to read. Oh, that's better. What did you do exactly? Wait, so you did a test. You changed this, didn't you? You said... I guess it doesn't really matter. 3 was your test, right? And then over in IR mod, let previous in is main. Wait, where is this? Info. Variable ID. Is that here? Wait, let this is main. Okay, that's here. You added a let previous is main. Self is main. And then you added an else here, right? Else if and then here you did the same thing, right? That totally worked. Got return. Wait, what's the logic here though? So you have a previous is main, itself is main. And then you're saying yeah, I gotcha. Choppy. Because it is inside of main. That's interesting. So what would happen if I like did another? Oh, we're still not doing this. Okay. But that's pretty easy, isn't it? Let's do that real quick. So thank you, some person, by the way, for the code. That's great. What am I looking for in here? The entity to this thing, right? And then what do we have for return? Oh wait, that's not what I want. Where? Ret. Here we go. There we go. If we have this, then it would be. What's in here? An entity. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now we have entity as them, and then we basically want to just put that on RAX and return, right? So I'm gonna say like okay, and then like that. I think it's pretty much all there is to it. Shoink, and then we need a new line, but this is it, right? Move 3 into RAX and then return. Boom. Oh, leave before that? Okay, so anytime there's a return, I have to leave, basically. Is that the idea? Like this. Yeah, that makes sense. And the only reason we don't have to do it here is because we're exiting. But for any other normal function, we will. Okay, that's cool. Let's mess around with some other examples. What if I had a nested function inside of here that said, by the way, this is supposed to be 2 spaces. Okay. Like there's a more complicated one. Did that. Oh, I didn't actually make a new function. Make a new function is what I meant to do. Like, will this all work? That's so cool. The comments are super helpful because then you can see right over here the tag, how each line like corresponds. That's super good. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so what are there any big features we're not handling? We're handling like are we handling scoping correct? So here's another x, right? This is different from this x. We should be. So this will test block expressions, which I guess we already are with this. Block expressions and like scoping. Let's try that. That should be just from this, right? So we're saying here's like a global x is 9. Over here we're making a different x. This is x1, that was x0. Saying it's 8. And then we're assigning it to y. And then we're exiting. Yeah, so I guess that already got taken care of in the tag step. So it should all be good. Assigning 8 to x. Then assigning y to that. And then returning that y value. That's perfect. That's super cool. So then what are we missing then? It'd be like function calls. Oh, I don't think we have like multiplication and division. I guess we're just looking here for whatever is to do. Unit types we're not dealing with yet. Bools we're not dealing with yet. And then yeah, multiplication, division, not. Conditionals. Wait, what are conditionals? We never even make conditionals yet, so. Instruction call, yeah, calls. Alright, what do you guys want to do next? What seems important? Maybe function calls? Whoa, we got a piece of art from some person. I'll look at that in a second. Let's do multiplication and division. They seem like pretty basic things that we should probably deal with. So how much of this like are we gonna have to duplicate again? Because these always make temp values. Yeah, let's knock out multiplication and division just so we have this out of the way, and then we'll do function calls. This is really duplicatey. Is there a way for me not to duplicate all this? I guess this whole top part I could just pull out of the function. Integer division, yes. Alright, let's pull this out. I don't even know what like you'd call what this does. Wait, so this is gets a name. This part just allocates a temporary value and then gives you the ASM. These are just kind of two separate tasks. I don't know, it's not really worth pulling out. I'll make a little function called like allocate. So we're not even using this anymore. Allocate temp value. That needs to take mutable reference to self, and then temp ID, and then dest entity. What is temp ID? It's just a number, right? And then we're just gonna do this, basically. Okay, and then we'll replace these duplicating spots with that. So this just becomes self.allocate temp value, temp ID, and dest. Like that. Writing bytecode transpiler. Writing an assembly transpiler. Yeah, welcome, Plagueheart. Alright, this is sufficiently deduplicated. So then basically the same thing is going to happen here, right? We need... we need to do something very similar. But then just change this for... whatever we do for mul. You said to use imul. What's the difference between imul and mul? Where's my little cheat sheet I had? NASM cheat sheet. Mul. Yeah, these ones are complicated. Mul. I don't have a cheat sheet for imul, so is it okay if I just use mul here? So it'll just take... yeah. So I'm just doing 8-byte arithmetic, so I'm not going to use this. So it's basically this. You just take whatever this is and you multiply it with EAX and stick it in EAX. Does this. This is what we're trying to replicate. So mul reg becomes this. So I will start by pushster so I need to move the left hand side into EAX, right? So move the left hand side as or no, I guess it'd be move into EAX. Wait, EAX is RAX, right? Left hand side as Hey, C Sharpster. This is Z, yeah. Wait, so you said move IML. Okay, I'll just go with this. So move this into RAX, and then and then do something similar again. We'll do mul. The other thing, right, which would be the right hand side. IML works just okay. Maybe I'll try IML. Everybody's telling me to use IML. NASM IML. Assigned multiply. Two operand form. Destination source. Oh, that is nicer actually. Let's do that. IML. Okay, so then we'll do this. It basically could be the exact same thing as one of these then, right? Like this. Oops. Guess that's what you guys were telling me all along. Push the left-hand side, and then IML. Is it like an idiv? How about div? How does idiv work? Okay, so idiv is a little bit different, which is what I remember. So we'll start, it's basically this, but then so this has to use registers. Okay. Set dividend low part, RAX. Wait, which one's the dividend, which one's the divisor? The divisor's on the bottom, right? Yeah, okay. The top is the dividend, the bottom is the divisor. So I need to... Okay, so stick the dividend... So stick the top part in RAX, which would be the left-hand side. Oops. I'm going to rename this to... and then this becomes divisor asm. Okay, so then it'll be like move RAX the dividend, right? And then put the divisor somewhere else. Like RCX. And then RCX. The result goes in RAX, okay. So then we push. Just notice that add, sub, and mul all need at least one register and can't be used with two memory locations. Left side should always be in a register. Oh, should it? Hey, Cat. Great to see you, man. Okay, wait, you're saying I should always stick the left-hand side in a register, and I shouldn't do this like temporary stuff? And why is that? Wait, so then what do I do with this dest here? I don't even need this? Good night, Cat. Mind bending. So, okay, I don't need this dest anymore then, right? Is this correct? Dest is needed, but you also need a register? What do I need dest for here? Isn't this it? I'm using RAX here. I think this is all I need. So I don't need dest? What about up here? Like this one. Wait, this is confusing. Result must be in dest at the end. How do we put it in dest? Because then we just have an ability to push. Unless instead we did like a move. Okay, wait, let's start with add, like you said. So you said, so move you're saying move racks left hand side and then add racks right hand side and then move desk as racks. And then you don't need to push? What keyboard do I use? I'm using the ZSA Voyager. So you're telling me I don't need to push here? How is that right? Because we just have the address of this thing? So we can just move directly to it and manually move the pointer? So are we manually moving that pointer? We're not. So just here, instead, just push racks. But that's what I was saying initially, but then I don't need desks as them, correct? So I can get rid of this. And dest is just taken care of over here, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so this makes sense to me. So then we'll put that there, get rid of that. And this is the same thing, but it's sub. Mul is also the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. Except for that it's imul. And then div is a little bit different, right? Move the dividend into here, and then move the divisor into here, because I think they both need to be in registers, right? Don't we need to store the result of the add instruction somewhere? We're pushing it. Yes, we are operating like a stack machine. Then we div it, and then we push it. Oh, should I specify a keyword here? So this is good, I think. All right, I need to see this tested. Let me get like some math going here. Nine minus, let's just do an example. So like 9 minus 3, which is 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is a lot, 24. Divided by times 24 divided by 3, right? Or let's say divided by 4 should be 6. No, yeah, 3 is good. What's 24 divided by 3? 8. Is that right? 8? Yeah, 8. This should be 8. And then we'll add 3. We should get our trusty 11. William, you're always compiling quotes against me. Alright, this is what that gave us. This monstrosity. Oh, where are all these extra new lines coming from? Oh, it's because I stuck new lines after these when I didn't want to. Although maybe I should. Should I just stick new lines after all of these? This needs to have new lines. New lines. Okay. Let's try that again. Just checked for division. Div versus idiv is important. Okay, cool. So should I test this out? Fire up my little Arch VM. Okay. Okay. That's correct. Hey, Kyra or Kyra. All right, let's try to. Okay, NASM. What did we decide we were expecting? 8? No. 11. Right? Because we added 3 to it. We're expecting 11. Wow, okay, that's crazy. That actually worked. Gotta say, I wasn't actually really expecting that to work. That's cool though. So now we have all the basic arithmetic operators. So this all works, which is nice. Hey, Robin. Good to see you on here. A few years ago, you decided to make one of the first compiled languages that doesn't require anything like MSKLC, MSVC, and more for Windows. I don't know what MSKLC and MSVC are. Okay, cool. So this is awesome. That's all working. What next do we want to implement before I cut loose and make a tree sitter grammar so that it actually works, or actually looks nice in Z? Okay, sorry, I'm back. Friend needed to grab something out of the room, so I just paused it for him. Where were we? Oh yeah, deciding what to work on next. So function calls is kind of a big thing. I'm really tempted just to formalize the syntax just to make a tree sitter grammar, but that'd be a bit of a diversion from what we have been doing. But it'd be fun, because then this would actually start looking pretty, and it would be like a pleasure to write out. You could actually start to understand the feel of the language. Like, you can't even tell that this is a comment. It's pretty sad. I guess I'll do a poll, and then see what you guys want to do. What next? Function calls. Tree sitter grammar. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Oh no. Everybody's voting for function calls. You can tell by the poll which one I don't want to do exactly. I don't want to do function calls. Please, guys. All right. Would you guys be upset if, just for the sake of like formalizing the syntax real quick and making this a little more enjoyable for myself, and also taking a break from this slightly mind-numbing process, I go and write a tree sitter grammar? I think I can finish it today. It'll just take a bit. I know the masses want to see it. Just be a chat streamer, ignore what you all do. Look, there's a lot of peer pressure from you guys though. All right, I'm gonna write a tree setter grammar. Please don't be angry. Please don't be angry. Forgot Kyle was a dictator. All right. I mean, don't I already have? I already have something like that, don't I? Tree sitter lovely. But the syntax was rather different back then. Okay. So let me make a let me just make a new one. Well, actually, I'll just go off of this one. So let's just update this syntax to be correct. Correct. This is still correct, except for this would go like this, and then this would have this. Oh, there's no semicolons anymore. This returns nothing, but it still needs this. No, none of that. We don't have a unit keyword anymore, so I guess we can just do this. We also don't need so we can just do that. All right, there's some basic syntax. All right, I'm gonna rename this to some. Oh, how do you rename? Okay, some syntax. Okay, over in here, not there. Over in here, this needs updated. Lovely. Alright, count source files. Non-empty separated list. Did I make this thing? Okay. Well, it's no longer this. It's really just a list of expressions, right? It's totally failing. Perfect. Okay. I need to clear RDX. Do I actually need to clear it? Is there stuff that's gonna be relying on that? White space stay the same, those stay the same. Expressions are either literals, variable ident. Yeah, unit. No, there's no unit anymore. What are you talking about? Prefix expression, infix expression, function calls. No wait, function expressions. Yeah, function call, variable declaration. Yeah, that's everything. Int literal is like that. Variable ident. Yeah, unit. There's no more unit. Oh, there's block expressions. Block expressions. Choice. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of all this. That'll make it clear what we get. Yeah, we're missing the whole block expression thing. Alright, prefix expressions. Do we have prefix of these? We don't have these anymore, right? We just have this, I think. Alright, then we have infix expressions. That. Oh, I don't think we have this anymore. Do we? What did we decide about this operator? These are all the same. I don't remember if we saw that one. I'll leave it in now until we decide later. Okay, functions look like function, open, parens, and then we have separate lists. Function parameters, exactly, optional type. It's actually optional more than just that. It'd be like optional sequence. It'd be and then there is that, and then there's just an expression. That's a little bit different. New function call, it's that, separate list. I don't think this syntax has changed at all. Variable decal, still the same. Function parameter, maybe that, maybe another one of those. Colon, yeah. Type, yeah. Type. Are we not using that? Cool, so now if I run this, we get an error. Things are looking good until we have an error, unexpected Shazam. Unexpected Shazam. Because we're not dealing with block expressions. So there's another kind of expression in town. Were there some postfix operators? I don't remember. Expression, function call, yada yada yada. There's another simple one. Block expression, which is kind of like this, but then it's just like a sequence, and it's just like one of these, and then another expression. Actually, really a list of sequence or repeat. Some expressions, and then it closes out. That's like a block expression. Alright, what have we now? Things are looking good, but we're still erring out there. Block expression. What is block expression? Oh, because this obviously needs to have that. Block expression. Of course. Now there are no errors. So if I take this whole thing and I kind of copy that and pop it over into our test, this should make the people happy. It does. Let's just say some syntax. Lovely. Okay, and now we can start syntax highlighting stuff. So I'm gonna just yoink all of this, yoink, and I'm gonna make a new file called test.lovely. Alright, and I want this to be highlighted nicely, is the idea. Sorry, I thought this was a formalization of all the grammar. I think it will be in a second. I was trying to fix what I have here, and then I'll add anything else that we have. So, because then I wanna test it on our big syntax.lv file, which is all correct and has like all the syntax. So I'm gonna test it on that thing. So now, for my next trick, actually maybe this isn't the best place to do that. Get rid of that. Okay. What do I do now? Some basic highlighting. Do I have like highlights somewhere in here? I don't even have highlights in here. Okay. Updated to new syntax. Because then I think, okay, now I need to make like to get the highlighting, I need to make a Z extension real quick, which isn't too hard. Z docs. Using Z AI, blah, 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 extensions, language extensions, right here. Okay. Okay, first we need to make an extension. Developing extensions. Languages. Extension locally. Yada 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 yada. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this over and I'm gonna make a new. I'm going to make a new lovely Z extension. And I'm gonna open up this lovely Z extension. Open. Here it is. Here's this. Okay, now we got documentation. This is great. Open this up. I'm gonna say like cargo, init. Shoink. We got all this fun stuff. Yada yada. Fun, 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 fun. All right, and then developing an extension locally. I got that. I got that. Okay. Directory, get repository extension.toml. Okay, so we got a extension.toml. Joink. Okay. And you put in this basically. Joink. ID equals lovely version. Yeah. Support I guess I gotta have a repo somewhere. GitHub lovely. Okay, now I'm going to say Shoink. Now I have one commit, lovely, and I'm going to go over to GitHub. I'm going to make a new repo. New repository. What did I call it? Lovely Z extension. And then I'm going to make it public so you guys can all check it out. And then I'm going to copy that over and say git remote add origin this thing, and then it's good, and then git push origin master. And now over here we've got all these things, which is nice. Okay, so then back over here, several other optional files and directories that can blah, 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 yada yada. Okay. Oh yes, very nice. Okay, source lib. Oh, it's supposed to be lib. Why didn't you say so? Lib. You know, what'd be easier than that is if I just do this. Doink, 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 and doink, and doink. Much better. Okay. And now we got this. Very nice. This is a little much. Just delete all that. Target, good. Okay, good, ignore, lovely. And then WebAssembly. Okay. Include this, I guess. Not that one. Boink. Lovely Z extension. 1.0. Yada yada yada. Okay, lovely. Use the latest version of that. Available on crates.io. I don't know what that is. 0.6 looks like. Is that the latest version? 0.6. Well, there it is. 12. Here we go. 0.6. Perfect. Okay. In that, you will need to find a struct for your compatible. Reach a compatibility. Compatible. Okay, whatever. In the source lib, use Z extensions API as Z. Struct my lovely extension. Don't really need any state. Impl Z extension for lovely extension. There we go. Isn't that nice? Let me just do this. And then I say Z register extension, lovely extension. That was pretty easy. Hey Kevin. Yep, I'm trying out Z. Forking claim repo, yeah, I don't really need to do that. Okay, publishing. Okay. What I really want to know, will this work? So if I go to extensions, install dev extension, I think I can go to like this thing and then open it. Joink. Hello? 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 Oh, there we go. Check it out. Lovely. We got the lovely extension. It's so nice. Okay. You can go to the GitHub repo. It's really just fantastic experience. Okay, so it's really good. Really good, really good. So let's go over to, what do we do next? Language. We're making a language extension, right? All right, we don't have a language server yet. We will do this. We will do this. We'll just kind of do these things, I guess, until we make an LSP. Yeah. Okay. So I saw something about this over here. Right, like this whole thing, like language is my language. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. Gonna add a languages. Gonna add a Gonna add a lovely. I'm gonna add a config.toml and a highlights.scm. Boy, is that just lovely. Okay, and then config.toml with the following structure. Copy that. Shoink. Line comments. Yes, they start with this thing. Path suffixes. What? Oh, it'd be like LB, right? Grammar is lovely, and the name is lovely. Yeah, don't be fooled, Kevin. This is all a giant diversion. Okay, there's other things here. Ooh, tab size. 3, right? Although realistically, I kind of want that to be 2. Shouldn't the comments be yes? Good catch. Okay. Line comments, hard tab sizes, hard tabs, first line pattern, string debuggers. Okay. Good. The tree sitter. Yep. Every language that is defined in an extension must specify the name of a tree sitter grammar that is used for parsing. These grammars are then registered separately in extensions like this. Okay. Okay. So that's over in the extensions.toml. Isn't the tab size 3? I mean, are we actually doing tab size of 3? I mean, okay, I guess we can. All right, extension.toml. Wait, right? Okay, so I'm gonna say grammars.lovely repository equals https tree sitter lovely. Right? Is that a thing? Shoink. It is a thing. Okay. Okay, and then I need a revision. I guess that's like a commit SHA. What would that be? Where's my other repo? Not the Z extension, but the tree sitter thingy. What was my last commit? Commits. Update new syntax. I need the got the SHA. Okay. Rev is that. Okay. Repository rev field must contain a git revision to use, such as the SHA. Yada. Okay. Tree sitter queries. All right, and then you can do tree sitter query things. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to lovely. Over here. Lovely. Go to syntax. And then copy pasta that whole thing. Make a file here, test.lovely. Paste in all of this. So this should all be highlighted. And then okay, and then you do all that over here. Okay, this is where it gets fun. So yeah. So I need to make, where does that even go though? Highlights.scm. Highlights.scm. I already have that. Very nice. So I'm gonna say number. Is that even what I called it though? Number? I don't know. Lovely syntax, lovely that, lovely this, lovely this. Where's my other, not this thing. One of these. No, that's lovely. Here we go. What did I call all these things? Grammar. Number. No, I called them int literals. Int literals. What a nerdy name. Okay, so int literal. Int literal. Okay. Extension. So now if I like rebuild this thing, rebuild. It's rebuilding. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. It's thinking. It's doing its thing. It's rebuilding. And it's done. So now if I go over to my lovely file, it just doesn't even work. Is that sad or what? Excuse me? Hello? Reload workspace? How do you reload? Reload. How about we quit and open it again? Should I make a simpler file? Hold on, I need to close all these other Z windows. Okay. A simpler, lovely file. No. Okay. It's okay. Yeah, one would think there would be some sort of extension to bug functionality, but you might be surprised. Is number actually the right thing? So, I have good news. I might have just botched this whole thing. But on the bright side, I have another Z extension that actually does work. So I can just look at that as a reference. This one, see, look, this one is for this, and it actually does highlight it. Except for this is totally broken. It sort of highlights it. It works better than the other one, is my point. And this is kind of what I did here. Something like this. What's my config look like? Any fan, line columns, path suffixes, fan, source, fan, nothing else in here. Target, no. It's really just the same thing. Grammars. Oh. What is this? Wow. Huh? You misspelled the languages directory? You kidding? Oh man. What a genius I am. Languages. That'll do it. Alright. Let's try that again. Extensions. Rebuild. This one. Did I do it? That was fast. That was like fast. Oh yeah. Check it out. Check it out. Those twos are like purplish, kind of. So it's working. They're working in here. Oh yeah, look at all this. This is so good. Okay. So what do I call those comment things? Those silly comment things. Over here. They're called comments. Comments. What one is this? This is the wrong one. Yeah, comments. Let's get comments to be the right color. So now I can just work in this one. Comments. Comment. And then I think I have to rebuild it, but it's really fast. Whoops. Ooh. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, what else do we have? I guess we'll just go through like this whole list and like try to figure out what we have. Right, so we got, I'll make this a little bit bigger. Joink. And joink. Alright, attribute. What is an attribute? We used to have like formal attributes. I'm not sure. Highlights. So comment, in literal, comment, constant. I mean, we just have like variables. We don't have strings yet. All right, what was okay, variable. We have variables. Variable. What do we call them though in our thingy? Variable ident for some reason. Ident is a variable. That might not even change the color. It's like this thing. Yeah, that doesn't even change the color. You silly. Okay. Highlights. What else do we have? Type. Oh, we have types. What are ours called? Types? What are we calling them? Types? Type. Type. That is called types. You know, I could put this down here, I guess, as a reference, or over here. That's probably a better system. Okay. Type, so type is a type, believe it or not. Rebuild, and now go over here. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? Okay, can I close like all these now? Extension, I don't need any of that. I just need this and that and this, not that. Okay. That looks super good. What else do we have in here? Variant. Oh, we do it. We will have variants shortly. String. Tag. What's a tag? What's a tag? Oh, yeah, like an HTML. Text, literal, title. Type, string, punctuation. Okay, we have a bunch of punctuation, I guess. What do you do if you have like... I guess what did I do in my fen one? Because I think there's a way highlights. Oh yeah, you can just do this. Joink. Just make this punctuation. Okay. So you can just say like this is just like punctuation. Did I spell that right? Punctuation and then rebuild. That might not change the color either, actually. Oh, it did. Cool. There's also other punctuation. Like this is also punctuation. I'm not sure if punctuation is actually the right term here. I just know this is looking so much better. Wait, is it parsing these? Do we have strings? What is it doing with these? We don't have strings. What about keywords? Oh yeah, keywords. Please, at least for doing the extension, use a different theme. Oh, because this theme is so muted. All right. All right. How about this? This is a little easier to tell. Okay, so then, yeah, keywords. Okay, wait, there's a bunch more punctuation things. Bracket, delimiter, list. Okay, so like this is like a punctuation dot delimiter. This is a punctuation dot bracket. So a bunch of things. So is this and this and this and this and this. That should work wonders. Hey Bacon, good to see you here. What are we working on? Just right now we're taking a brief break and working on tree setter grammar, so it looks nice. Why did everything just break? Punctuation. Delimiter bracket. What? It was working just a second ago. Okay, now it's working. And now it's not. Something broke it. That's fine. What? That's fine. That's not fine. Why doesn't it like these? Seen Stefan recently? I have not seen Stefan recently. So working on lovely or something else. I might not have finished my sentence. Yeah, this is lovely. It's a tree sitter grammar for lovely. We're just taking a break from that, from actually implementing the code gen though. Yeah, it's a language extension for Z. For lovely. Just so that it looks nice when I'm typing it out. Punctuation. Why? Oh wait, now it's not working for this either. It's like crashing or something. Wait, now it's working. Oh, because I don't actually have these characters in my language, duh. Silly me. All right, we have operators, don't we? Do those have a special name? Operators. Okay, so any of these things are operators. There's that one, there's this one, there's this one, there's that one, there's that one. Actually, wait, first there's that one. There's that one, then there's that one. Then there's that one. Then there's that one. Then there's that one. Then there's this one. And then there's this one. That should, yeah, so now those turn blue or something, I guess. Guy's scared of function calls, so he's trying to run away from them by working on a language extension. Exactly. That's exactly right. Thank you, Joppy. Sounds about right. All right. How is this looking? Yeah, so a lot of the stuff we haven't done yet, so it's obviously not going to work. But all right, keywords we're going to do, right? Is there a keyword? Keyword right there. Keyword. What do I call keywords in here? Keyword. Oh, I don't have any keywords. I guess I could just do this, like fun is a keyword. Fun is a keyword. So now that turns into a keyword. We have, what other keywords do we have? Yeah, there will be more. Okay. So I guess I'll just look down this and see what doesn't look right. Okay, I saw like a label. Label? Do these count as labels, I think? Probably. Although honestly, this is already so much better. Okay, so then yes, exactly. I'm productively procrastinating. So labels here. That's probably the right use of the word label here. All right, I say we just add some more kinds of things in here. Like there's other things besides these. Like for instance, these function parameters. Yeah, these are labels. Oh, this would be punctuation, right? I think so. Shoink. Now those are a little dimmer, which is nice. Oh, are commas list markers or delimiters? I don't know. There's no strings. Although I really should start dealing with strings. You can probably parse strings. Because syntactically, I think we know they're going to look something like this. Next stream better be all about function calls. All right. We'll make it all about function calls. Wow, we have a lot of syntax, don't we? Look at all this. You can't see his legs, but they're shaking in fear. I'm just so scared of those function calls. This is actually like pretty cool. You can use simple calling convention functions. Wait, if you use simple calling convention, function calls could be very simple. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they'll be pretty simple. I'm just a little bit scared. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not actually scared of them. All right, I'm just wondering, is there more stuff I need to fill in, or do I just go on to the next thing here? I feel like I kind of exhausted everything. So we'll just do more syntax. Although this is about the time I finished. All right, maybe so that I don't like end up being, where's my, like a quarter of the way through something when I stop. I'm gonna stop it here, and then tomorrow we'll pick up with function calls. All about function calls tomorrow. So what's my 1 to 7 rating of Z so far? What's 1 and what's 7? All right, let me go to Lovely so I write this stuff down. By the way, go back. What theme did I have before? Is that what it was? That's what it was, right? Lovely. One is absolute dog trash. Okay. Okay, just look how much more delightful this is. This is like so much cooler. So that is, yeah, okay, some person's summary pretty much sums it up. It's like a better VS Code with Vim mode and less support. But like a way better VS Code with like such better Vim mode. And less, yes, much less support. But it's pretty awesome. I'm a fan. 1 to 7. I don't know. I'd say 6 or 7 from what I've used. Like if NeoVim is like a 6 or 7, then this is also like a 6 or 7. It's just different. That's really good. How good of a programmer are you? 1 to 4 scale? Probably 2 or 2.5 maybe. I've used both. I just wanted your 1 to 7 rating. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm curious what you thought of it. All right, I will stop here. Is that what I already said? Oh yeah, I was gonna write next up. Isn't there we have like a next up thing? Next up, all about function calls and fix that idiv bug that this guy pointed out. All right, we got it. I'm going to commit. Okay. What did we do today exactly? I forget. Oh yeah, like those. Yeah, okay. Function returns mul and div and other small code gen tasks. That. Cool. You give it a solid 6? Yeah, I agree. Diff is in Discord. Oh, did you already fix it? Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll pull that in tomorrow. All right, all. Thanks for the help. Yeah, one-liner. Nice job. Thanks for the help, and I'll be back on tomorrow, I'm hoping, and hopefully you guys will be there too. So in the morning I'll be doing another resolve stream, so if you guys are into this kind of stuff, then you should check it out. It's pretty fun today. All right, until then, ciao.